Hello, my lovely cryptids, and welcome to another episode of Stories with Siren. I'm your host, Siren, and today we've got a little story by a friend of mine. I'm sure if you've been around the weight gain community enough, especially on DeviantArt, you may have seen some of this writer's work before. I've always found him to be quite an interesting one. He delves a lot into the psychological side of things, the what ifs, not always necessarily as much the indulgently kinky side, but the side of the fetish and the kink that makes you stop and wonder, makes you consider, makes you think. And for that, I have to say, I've always enjoyed his writing. Of course, that author is Swahili Monkfish. This particular story is one that I've been looking forward to doing for a while. It's called The Morning After the Night Before. Now, I don't usually warn my listeners, but in this case, I believe we do need to have that conversation, even if just for a moment. This particular story is one of loss and mourning. It does deal with some of the heavier themes that sometimes come with those, including depressive thoughts. If that is something that would trigger your own mental health issues, I would strongly recommend skipping this chapter. I certainly understand, and if that is something that you need to do, I look forward to seeing you in the next one. We will have something a little bit lighter, but again, for this particular chapter. Now, with that out of the way, let's get into our story, shall we?
I'm waiting for my parents to pick me up from university for Christmas. I am excited. I love that feeling the most. My parents are late. My other roommates have said their see you laters and gone. My excitement is growing. I love Christmas. My parents are late. It is starting to get dark. My excitement is beginning to wane. My parents are dead. Car crash on the way here. Died on impact. Dead. The police are telling me this. Does this room have a draft? It suddenly feels very cold in here. My cheeks are wet. I hate Christmas. I am an orphan now. The funeral is nice. I know this because everyone is saying so. I don't remember thinking, this is nice. People hug me and cry. I hug them back by rote. I am back at university. Back amongst friends. They're not back yet. Not back amongst friends. I lay back in bed and sleep. If I'm lucky, I won't wake up. The university recommends seeing someone. I don't want to see anyone. My friends will arrive soon. I wonder if their parents are still alive. I don't want to see anyone. My best friend hugs me and calls me strong. I'm not strong. Having dead parents is a funny definition of strong. She says I look thin. Am I eating? I'm not. I say I am. It's 3 p.m. Time for bed, I reckon. My friends are smiling. I wouldn't do that if I were you. Last time I did that, I lost everything. My friends are having a party. They're playing going out music. I can hear it through the walls. It's giving me a headache. I just wish the world would leave me alone, like my parents did. Friends knock on my door. They're going to invite me to the nighttime plans. I'm going to ignore the door and wait until they go away, like my parents did. My friend said she's concerned about me. She says I need to look after myself. She doesn't say why. She says I should eat something, build up my strength. Last week she said I was so strong. She needs to make up her mind. I say I'm fine, I'll just have some water. She says something else, but I'm no longer listening. My friends say they're concerned about me. They say I need to talk to someone. I come out. They try not to stare. At my sunken cheekbones, jetting collarbones, the shadows of the dead around my eyes. They offer me food. No, food is for happy people. I go back to bed. Gravity is strong today. Not going to be able to get out of bed today. No reason to, anyway. I'm eating a sandwich, as per my best friend's instructions. It scratches my throat as it goes down. That pain is the best bit about it. I look like a skeleton, she says. I tell her it runs in the family. She asks if my parents were thin then. That wasn't what I meant. I hate my best friend. She's damaging her studies by committing to supporting me. I'm not worth it. I wish she wouldn't fight for me. She's making me feel guilty for not fighting, too. I'm having another sandwich, at her behest. My stomach is treating it with suspicion. My shoulders ache. I don't know why. They just do. I try to smile. It feels weak, like the muscles around my face atrophied. And now I feel guilty for smiling. The last time I smiled, my parents died. Smiling. This is how I remember them. I should be mourning, not celebrating. Smiling is for people who don't have dead parents. I keep forgetting I have nothing to live for. And now I'm eating a cupcake. It feels disrespectful. It feels like forgetting. I don't want to keep forgetting. I spit the cupcake out. My best friend is sitting on the end of my bed while I lie in it. She says I look a little better. This hurts. I don't want to look better. A loyal daughter would continue looking worse. They say my parents would want me to continue my studies. I say they should have thought about that then, before they decided to leave me then. I try attending a lecture anyway. It smells of not being in my flat. It's not a smell I like. My best friend bought me a donut as a pick-me-up, which is what my parents were on their way that day. I bite the donut. Red hemorrhages from its side. Another lecture. I'm not listening. I'm just waiting for it to be over. Life, that is. My friend keeps helping me. I ask her why. She says, because she's my friend, silly. That's what friends do. But I'm not helping her. I'm only an inconvenience to her. Am I a bad friend? I'm getting to retake some of my tests. Orphaning falls under special circumstances, apparently. I'm having to study, focus, concentrate on something other than the drone of loneliness reverberating in my head. Studying helps. When did I start to get better? Am I moving on? I don't want to move on. The guilt of living stabs me in the gut, or in the convex vacuum where guts should be. Wait, do I look less gaunt? I look healthier. I look like I'm moving on. I feel like a monster for looking like this. I turn down the sandwich my friend offers me. She sighs and says she thought we were past this. I just stay silent. She says she's trying so hard, but I need to give something back. I just stay silent. She storms out of my room angrily. Alone at last. Alone again. All alone. She apologizes for yesterday. It was my fault. She strokes my hair and says she has to be more understanding. I'll have that sandwich, if it's still going. She says I need vegetables in my diet. She makes me a roast dinner. My parents would have insisted I eat vegetables. Maybe I'm not alone as I thought. It's my dad's birthday today. It says so on my phone. I had forgotten, shamefully. I was just getting up thinking normal thoughts, glance at my phone, and then the tsunami hits. I mope all day. Today is hard. My friend gives me a cupcake with a candle on it to celebrate. I say, how does that help? It actually helps a lot. I miss you, Dad. My trousers pinched today. They were no longer like oversized clown trousers. They pinched. When did that happen? Had I been enjoying myself? Am I allowed to? I feel like I am now. Right? The pinch hurts. It hurts like guilt. I'll skip dinner today. My trousers keep pinching. Different ones. I can't change them. I can't get new ones. These are the ones my parents would recognize. I want my parents to be able to recognize me. I've put on weight. People say I look healthier, that I'm doing better. Maybe I am. I'm not entirely sure what better means. New trousers, new me. New me. What would my parents have said? I don't know. I can't even imagine what they would say in my head. Their words are quieter now. Are they leaving me? I'll eat these chips before they're cold. The chips, that is. My parents are long cold. New academic year. New me? I feel like new. My skeleton is now hiding. Cupcakes and sandwiches now conceal it. I have friends and studies and cupcakes, but no parents. Every day is difficult. It will never stop being difficult, but I'm learning how to march through regardless, one cupcake at a time.
Even though it's not quite as spicy as some, there is something beautiful, I think, about the melancholy nature of a piece like that. The way that getting fat can be a way of healing, can be something other than just pleasure. But certainly is a lovely story written by quite a lovely author. If you do have a chance, I would strongly recommend checking out the entire gallery of Swahili monkfish. Of course, this particular story is linked in the description below. I would strongly recommend checking him out and leaving him a comment, a like, everything to show appreciation and love to the authors that give me so much to work with. Well, our time is up for right now, but until next time, ta-ta!